Hello again. What did I hear? Oh, I know. I heard that an Alaska Airline pilot by the name of David Hans Austen, he resigned from Alaska Airlines. From what was reported, he's a Newport Beach resident, and he was caught after having made 2 successful flights, one from, I believe, Orange County to the San Francisco area, and another one in a similar direction. His blood alcohol content was twice the legal limit. So I guess that tells you need to be careful how the co-pilot, the first officer, didn't notice that or smell that is somewhat surprising. How some of the stewardesses didn't notice that or smell that is also somewhat surprising. So you think maybe what they need to do is what they do to car drivers that are convicted of DUIs? You think maybe they need to do sort of a breathalyzer before a flight? It probably wouldn't hurt if they spot checked some of these pilots, because David Hans Austen isn't the only one that's ever been caught flying a commercial plane intoxicated. Just thought I'd make mention of that. Scary, is it not, to think that your pilot might be inebriated? Talking about pilots being inebriated, a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4, could even have been longer than that. Might have been when I just wrote articles and I didn't actually post videos. They found that a number of commercial pilots that had lost their driver's license to DUI were still flying transports. There was one I recall in particular, I think it was in Montreal, Quebec, and he was a 747 captain. And his wife used to drive him to the airport in a Rolls Royce because he couldn't drive himself. But yet he would ferry people across the ocean. Well, I think it was 60 Minutes got involved at that time. And they went ahead and they did an investigation. And they found a number of pilots in America that had lost their driver's license due to DUIs, but they were still flying passenger planes. And so what the government did is they tied your driver's license to your pilot's license. So my pilot's license is tied to my driver's license. And if I were to receive a DUI, the FAA is notified immediately. And both of those would be revoked, assuming that I was found guilty in a court of law. Sort of makes sense to me. I wonder if David Hans Austen might have had a DUI. But then if he did, then he probably would have lost both licenses for the reasons that I've just stated. You know what I think? You know why I think what I think? The question now is, so what do you think?